Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to join me on this Sunday here in the UK, a little bit windy. I wanted to share with you my latest journals. These are my design team project for Artymaze. And I've used a few of Andrea's Christmas kits, and I'll put a link to them below. I know that I've used her watercolour Christmas kit and her cardinal Christmas kit, but there are some other papers of her Christmas sets in there as well. I found a few that I had left over printed last year, so I've put those in as well. I've also used some of Mrs Cogs' Christmas bundle images in here, and also Lorna tailor-made journals. I've used her lace kit to back the papers with on the reverse side, and also some of the images from her Victorian German Christmas set, so I'll link those below. And I've also used some of the supplies that Laura from the Papered Soul sent me. And I'll just show you those before we start so that you know what I've used. I've used these, I don't know what you call them, these discs with the holes in. It reminds me of the one that my mum had, well, that I had on my leg when I was born, that the hospital put on. But I guess it's a tag, so I've used some of those. I've also used a couple of the glassine envelopes. This is a larger one that I've used, but I also had some, excuse me, I had some smaller ones that I've used, but I've used those up now. I've also used some of the pre-cut tags, the parcel tags, and also the doily. I've used bits of the doily to decorate as well, so you'll see those as we go through. So 3 journals, similar inside but different, and different covers. So I'll take you through them, starting with this one. They all measure about the same, so that's about 8.5 tall by about 6 inches wide, all soft covers. This one has an image from, I think it's Norman Rockwell on the front. My husband laughed when I used this image, but I thought it was a lovely image, so I've used it. The cover of this one is, I've patchworked some reds. I hope you can see that okay. So I've put some patchwork of some red fabrics on there. And some lace round the bottom, and it's tied together with the ribbon. So on the inside, hopefully you can see. So I folded the cover, I've made it wider and folded it back so that I can put a pocket in here. I've used one of Artymaze's stacking tags to make this. I do hope it's not too dark. So I love that one. I love these birds and the little girl there, and it says "Let it snow." That just tucks inside there, and it's backed with some papers. These are Artymaze's papers. And then this was the poem that went with the image on the front, the mistletoe poem. So I just wanted to include that because I thought it was just a lovely poem. So this is the flip. I did a craft with me on how I made these flip pockets, and I think that's the previous video, so you can have a look at that if you want to. So that opens up, and there's a pocket at the back there, and these are Lorna's papers, the doily lace ones. It reminded me of snow and snowballs, which is why I chose to use those. That one there, and that's one of Mrs Cogs' images, and that just fits in there. I'll do a full flip through in this one, and then the next one I won't take everything out unless it's different. A little pocket there. Okay, so that's the first bit. Then on the inside there's one of Andrea's tags there, and I've backed it on card to make it slightly larger. And then that's one of Mrs Cogs' images, and I've put one of her sayings there, "Santa, I can explain." And then there's just a little fabric reindeer at the top, and again Lorna's paper. These ones, I think these are the vintage Christmas from Andrea that has the carol sheets in, and then one of the fussy cut from Lorna, and that says "Peace on Earth." So these are avocado papers. And then there's a little image there, and again these are, I think most of these images are from Lorna, but these papers are this is scrapbook paper, that's what I'm trying to say. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And hark the herald angels sing. And again, that's one of Andrea's images from the kit. Some digital printing on that one. And then this again is Andrea's lovely holly paper, and it makes a lovely background, and some just plain writing paper. I wanted these journals, excuse me, to have lots of space in them to write. A piece of Edith Holden, and again Andrea's Carol paper there. And that says the North Pole. And then that opens out, and there's an envelope on the back with just some extra avocado dye paper in there, and that just fits under like that. And again, this is Andrea's background paper, so you can write on there. And then those lovely little birds. It's like they've got the feathers all puffed up. So I think this is the watercolour kit, this one. And then a pocket here. On the back there, and this lovely robins. You see what I mean about these looking like snow and snowballs. And then again, this is the watercolour Christmas with the Happy Santa there. I've left the back of these plain so that you can either put a photo or you can write on it. There's Santa trudging through the snow. And again, I'm sure this is the vintage Christmas, but I will put a link below for you. Excuse me, I've got a tickly throat this morning. Some music paper. Another of Andrea's papers there, just with a fabric tag on there. Some more music paper. I'm not sure where that's from actually. It was printed out from last year, so I used it. Again, the watercolour papers. I really like these, the way that they're kind of splodged on them, and it does look like watercolour paint on the back. I love the image of the little girl. And then that's just a piece of, I don't know if you can see it, it's a piece of sheer, maybe organza, and it says Merry Christmas on it. And again, this is a page from the Norman Rockwell book. Another book page there. And this is Andrea's Cardinal, I think it's called Cardinal Rose kit, but I love the bird on that one. And then again, Andrea's papers here. And then the doily that I showed you earlier. And this is an envelope. And an image there. And then on the back, one of Andrea's pockets. On the back there with one of her cards as well, one of the tags. And I think this is from the Cardinal Rose kit as well. So I've mixed and matched her Christmas kits because they just all go so nicely. The centre of the pages has the little bells, little jingle bells. And each of these books has one of these extra writing spaces, extra journaling spaces. So I'll show you this one. And then on the edge there, that's the tag that I showed you earlier, and just some little bells and some little wooden gingerbread men on there. And then, do excuse my throat, this is the little envelopes that I've used up now. So I've put one on the inside there, and then those tags I've stamped on them, and I've put little images on that one. So extra journaling space, so that's just got extra papers in there for you to write on. They're Andrea's postcards that I had left over. So each of these books has one of these in it as extra space. So lots of journaling space in these. The background paper there from Andrea, and that just says Up on the Rooftop. And then there's some extra writing space in there. I'm not sure which kit that's from. It's one of Andrea's papers. Please, I'll put that in later. I can't reach it. The backs of the pages there. Vanilla wafers, should you wish to make any. Again, plenty of space to write. Then these envelopes, I haven't closed them, so I've left them open, and they've got a journaling card in there. But if you wanted them to be closed, then obviously you could glue them shut, so they're both the same. And that just closes up. And then behind there is one of Andrea's large tags with just some ribbon on the end. That just tucks down behind those envelopes. Again, the back of the music paper. Partridge in a pear tree. The little children there in the snow. And then Andrea's tags there, I've left them together, or tickets they are, aren't they? And then I've just made them as a little tuck spot in there. As I say, this just reminded me of the snow and when it starts to go sludgy. And one of Andrea's envelopes there. There's nothing in these envelopes, but I have backed them to give them a little bit more strength. So you can tuck something in there. Again, Andrea's backing paper there with the holly and some shiny paper, shiny fabric there. And then another tag in here. And again, a bit of that doily there. And Santa dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Love that little image there of that little boy skating, sledging even. And then there's a little tuck spot just here, and I've put, that's one of Andrea's images there, the little cherub on there, and then a doily there. And that's a little, it is a little tuck spot just there. And then on the back there's another one there. And then here in the back, one of Andrea's cards there with Santa on. And then these are the postcards with extra journaling space on, just for extra. So that's the mistletoe journal. So these two I will try and go through a little bit quicker if I can. This one is tartan fabric, and the tartan, it does, I don't know if you can see it, I don't know if it picks it up, but there is like a little gold thread. There's a fine gold thread that runs through the tartan, so it has a bit of a shimmer to it. And on the front there is one of Andrea's images, one of her Santa images, and I've just put that on some card and then some fabric with Christmas trees on, so it looks like he's going through the snow. Then on the inside again, this one has the pockets with some extra journaling space. Again, the flip pocket on this one. Lovely images there. I think they're Mrs Cogs from her Christmas bundle with the puppy dogs. And then there's a tag there in the back with a tag. And that's Andrea's watercolour papers. And then this is one of her postcards that I've used as a pocket, but it does open up. So there's some extra writing space there. And then there's a journal card in there. And again, her Christmas Carol papers there. And again, the little Christmas tree. And that says stockings on there. And again, the pocket. So you can see they've got the same kind of pockets and things. Same papers. Again, the watercolour, Edith Holden. Hark the Herald Angels. And again, that flips over with the extra paper inside. Then I've put one of, in Artymaze's kit, she has the CD papers that it's a nice square size, so it just fits inside that CD paper, CD envelope there. It says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." Lovely girl there. Again, lots of space in this one for journaling. And again, the fabric tabs, there's little gold flecks in that one as well, a bit of metallic. And again, you can write on these. And again, that fabric, it's sheer fabric. Is it organza? I'm not sure, but it says Merry Christmas on it. So whatever you put under there, if you put a picture, you'd be able to see it. Again, the Norman Rockwell. This is a cookery book in the style of Edith Holden. And again, the watercolour papers. Now that's a paper bag. I thought this bag was from Lorna, but at the Papered Soul, but I'd have to double check. I'm sure it was as well. There's a journaling card in there. And that is just a paper bag, so it isn't, you know, a really tough, strong bag. And then one of the Tim Holtz pockets there. And then these are Andrea's tags that I've just shrunk down to make little journaling spots as well. The red card, I've left it plain because I thought it was a lovely place that you can put a photo or something on. And again, Andrea's pockets there. And again, this has the little extra journaling space, same as the other one on the inside. And the bells in the middle. And again, one of Andrea's pockets just there. And this is Andrea's paper as well. May your Christmas be merry and lack nothing. Again, the double pockets there. Again, they have a journaling card in them, but I've not glued them shut. And again, if you wanted to, you could. And one of Andrea's large tags in there. I love this watercolour kit. Christmas watercolour. Again, I've used the tickets there as a little tuck spot. And another of the envelopes. Again, there's nothing in that one, but again, it is lined. God rest ye merry gentlemen. And again, there's the pocket there with one of Andrea's large tags in. And then this one on the back page, it's a Christmas card from last year. And I've done it as a flip with some extra journaling space. So slightly different from the other one, but very similar. And again, in the back there's some of those journaling postcards with some extra on and some extra journaling space just there. So that one is Tartan Christmas. And then this last one, this is a wraparound cover, so slightly different, same inside, but obviously slightly different. It has the booklet, the same as the other two, but I've put that one on the front. And again, it's got the bells and the tag on there, and the little gingerbread men. And then there's a little Brad button on there, so it just keeps spinning round, it won't stay still. And this fabric, excuse the little cotton threads, they do get everywhere. This fabric, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a gold shimmer to it. And I thought it was just really Christmassy. So hopefully you can see that shimmers. And I've used some red and green tartan, and that's got a little snowflake dangle on the cover as well. So as I say, this is a soft cover again, but it's a wraparound cover. So no pockets and the covers of this as such, but I have put a belly band in. So this has a couple of Andrea's postcards, and then this is one of her little note cards that I've put onto card, and then I've just put some extra journaling space in there. So again, slightly different from the others. Again, this has got the flip pocket there with the cards inside. And then one of Andrea's large tags there. Excuse me, reaching again. There we go. And then this is one of the tags one of the pockets that comes with Andrea's kit. It is like a tall envelope, but I've cut the flap off the top to use it as a tuck pocket. And I've left that part open there so you can put a card in. And then again, a little journaling card. long tag in there. That says Silent Night. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, and I just thought that was appropriate because those dogs have holly there. And again, a little pocket just there. And again, this paper's quite thin, and I just folded it up to make it into a pocket. I think it's just some scrapbook paper that I had. There's those lovely birds again. So again, the watercolour set. Edith Holden there and Jingle Bells. And again, this flaps open with some extra space in there. And then this is one of Andrea's papers, the green holly one, that I've just soaked in tea to make the ink run. And the cardinal again. And a tuck spot there, and that's one of Andrea's images, and those as well. Recipe for fruit cake. A quote there. And again, that's got a fabric tab on there. Some Christmas paper, Christmas music paper. And then this has got the same kind of organza flip here, but this one's red with gold snowflakes on it. So you can still see what's underneath it. Again, a page from the Norman Rockwell book. So mostly the kits that I've used in these is the watercolour, but as I say, there were a few other pages thrown in there as well that I had left over. And again, the tags there. Again, the pockets. And the bells in the middle. Santa's legs. So again, all of these three, again the envelopes, Scrooge in there. All of these journals, they have plenty of room for journaling. Large tag in there. And again, the tickets there as a little tuck spot. And the envelope. And again, that little tuck spot just there. He does look a happy Santa. Up on the roof. And then again, this is a Christmas card, and that flips over. And this is one of the large glassine envelopes from Laura, and I've used that as a tuck spot. And these images are from Andrea's kit as well. And then there's just a couple more inside there. So reusing my old Christmas cards from last year. And then that is a little tuck spot there. So that one is Christmas wrap journal cover. So they're my 3 Christmas journals for Andrea. So I do hope that you like them, and I thank you very much for your continued support watching my videos. Andrea, thank you so much for letting me use these kits. They're beautiful. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.